What's tonight, folks? If this team get beat, we in a final four.
He's a poor man LeBron, bro, when it comes to trades. It's like, you guys look at, KD, what you go
down 3 games is a quick sweep.
Not cap if you want to. Cap if you want to.
You know what's in me.
When I said that they let James Harden do the same thing, and let Kevin Durant do the same thing, and they're essentially letting James Harden do the same thing again.
I said Kevin Durant should have took a 50-50 blame, and Westbrook should have took a 50-50 blame too. Oh boy, I tell you what, I bet y'all wasn't expecting to see me pull up on a Monday. In the words of my boy Troy, bust motherfucking down. What's up, fellas? Let's get it in, man.
Bust down. Let's get it.
Oh man, hey, bro, NBA season is back. I ain't been on here to talk no basketball with y'all, so I'm hyped. I am absolutely hyped. But let's do this thing right in honor of my boy Troy. Y'all know how the show starts every week. We got a question of the day. I'm gonna give y'all the question of the day. We're gonna answer that at the end. This is not a this or that kind of questions like, do you want this person, that person? Here's simply what I want to ask y'all, because I sat back and I thought about doing an end post on this at some point, but I think it's going to be a good question. Y'all going to like it. With the way the NBA is trending with more positionless basketball, do you guys think we will ever see another superstar player 6 foot or smaller? We'll answer that at the end of the day.
That's a good ass question.
So let's talk NBA, man. NBA season is up, it's going up, and it's going up. I'm liking the trend I'm seeing. People are beefing, and it's beautiful to see. Not the Drake shit. We'll get to that later. Boo Wop, how you feeling, man? What you seen in this NBA season?
It's early, but I mean, I'm seeing a lot of positive stuff. Obviously, like I'm seeing these young teams that I kind of predicted would be better actually be better. I'm looking at a young Houston team looking like they could be a playoff team. The Spurs at the moment are a playoff team. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like I like to see that, because it's kind of like at the same time it's bittersweet. It's like a changing of the guard. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing these young boys take over, which is supposed to happen though. It's supposed to happen. It will keep happening. And yeah, I'm feeling it right now.
What's up, Moo? How you feeling about the NBA season so far?
Man, NBA season is officially back, bro. Like we were talking about, behind stage. Everybody's basically in preseason, in freaking mid-season form, bro. Like, people are playing fast. Defenses, you feel me, looking like people actually want to compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're actually going at each other. The competition is high. We do got a few superstars that's out right now, but even with, the respective superstars that are out, that are playing right now, whether they have injuries or just have personal reasons why they're sitting out, the season is still firing off at a crazy rate right now. Like Buwap said, the young teams are looking that much better. OKC is off to an undefeated start. Cleveland, I believe is still undefeated as well over there in the East. We'll get to it later, but we lose Paolo for Orlando, so it's already looking like a crazy NBA season. Shit, I'm excited, bro. Like, I'm excited.
Well, just as soon as the NBA season starts back up and we all get excited, the injury bug is already start to hit at the beginning of this. It's crazy. It's crazy how many people. Steph was just out, 3 or 4 days, like with ankle issues, and that plagued him at the beginning of his career. So it sucked. The one thing I think that has changed the most is these younger guys are coming in and they're taking pride in defense. And I'm loving it, because anytime somebody get cooked, 10 seconds later, NBA already dropped the clip with them getting cooked, and people don't like that. They don't like that. Hey, boo up.
Don't nobody want to be on Sports Center, man. Not for them reasons. You want to be on Sports Center for the crossing, not, getting crossed or getting blown by. Yeah, the low light reel. I'm cool on that.
Yo, man. This might be the last year we see Shaq and the Fool. But one crazy rumor that has came out, and I'm pretty sure you see, and it's not on the doc, and I meant to send it to you on the doc, but if things keep trending the way they trend in Milwaukee, Giannis could ask out.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary right now if you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan. Like truly, like it's a scary time to be because y'all not looking good, and your superstar could do what a lot of these superstars do and just say, "Hey, trade me right now." Like, what do you do then?
Start over, I guess. I mean, I think the loss of Drew Holiday hurt them more than they were expecting. Yes, Damian Lillard could score with the best of them, and I'm not questioning whether or not Damian Lillard is a superstar or a star player because he's absolutely a star player. But you did trade for a guy that's on the backside of his prime, and if his shot isn't falling, he's not really that effective as he used to be at one point. Not saying Dame don't play because he absolutely tries to play defense. He puts effort into playing defense. He's just not a good defender, and he is kind of undersized. And this kind of what we was doing with the question today when we going away with position was basketball. Moo, you got any thoughts on that? Bless you.
Thank you.
Moo, no. All right. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, boo. Hey man. So I got something funny, right? I got something funny to say. Let me see. So we got a private. Give me a sec. Okay, I got you, Moo. So you know, one of my favorite things about sitting on this side of the sitting on the side and hosting through StreamYard is you get to see what everybody else does all at once.
Right.
Boo up. Go ahead and hit them dance moves you was hitting while the intro song was going on. Yeah, I was watching you.
Hey, yeah. That's what I said. That's a hard intro. We got
a hard intro.
Clap, what I say. Cap if you want to. Cap if you want to. That's my shit.
Hey, oh my god, bro. And so on Gentleman's Talk, y'all know I saw on Gentleman's Talk too. That song hard as hell too. But every week I be watching. If you could ask Jeremy, I be in the back cutting up when that song come on. I be back there rapping the lyrics, going hard like I'm in the booth spitting that shit.
Hey, we got to support the brand, man. You know,
for a show.
That's how it goes, man.
Hell yeah. So let's what else we got up on this docket, man? Let me see. My phone cut off on me just now. Oh yeah, okay. So Paolo out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. And Orlando is a young team, man. You know that was showing some real promise, and based off of what they did last year and the East being kind of super wide open with 76ers not playing as, you know, being what they were expected to be in Milwaukee as well. So like, and you lose your star player, like, and Paolo just started off this season like crazy. So like, it sucks to see right now, you know, because they're saying 4 to 6 weeks, but that's just like the timeline. You know, you never know how they want to play this. You don't want to rush them back, so this could be 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know if they got somebody. You know, they got Franz. Franz Wagner is a very good player, but I don't know if he can like carry the load just yet. Now, I'm curious to see how they're gonna weather the storm.
Mo?
So about the Bucks, right? It's no surprise to me that Giannis was gonna ask out because he's actually been kind of leaning towards this for a while now. That's kind of the reason why Adrian Griffin or part of the reason why Adrian Griffin got moved in the first place, and why Doc actually got hired, because they actually wanted a few other coaches, but Giannis essentially vetoed those choices. So they ended up with Doc Rivers. So it's no surprise to me that he's again this front. He's kind of just on par with what he's been doing. So I don't really see him making it to the end of the season with the Bucks. If he does, then Doc's not going to make it to the end of the season. And there's probably going to be some personnel changes as far as the team. I don't see Chris Middleton making it to the end of the season as a Buck either. and possibly even Bobby Portis, if Giannis does decide to end up staying and they don't trade him. But if they end up trading him, then that team relatively stays the same, but it's going to look different going into the end of the season and next year. And then as far as Paolo, it sucks. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it definitely sucks. But what I did say was it's actually not bad that it happened early. Um, Projected is 4 to 6 weeks, so that's not necessarily bad. He's probably going to end up getting reevaluated around the 5th week, maybe 5.5 week. So we'll see how that goes. But the good thing is that it happened early, so that he could be able to get back on the court, kind of establish his repertoire and kind of get his legs back prior to the playoffs starting. So Orlando can go on a nice little run, because they do got a really solid young team, right? They had KCP. You got the Wagner brothers, right? You got Jonathan Isaac, who's been playing really good defensively as well. They can get an offensive step up from Jalen Suggs. I think the team has something. So it's too early to say, right? But it is a long season, so we'll hope that he comes back and comes back strong.
Yeah, I think if he could predict when he was going to get hurt, this would be the time he'd want to do that. I think most people, you'd want to get hurt at the beginning of the season. The one thing that's going to probably, I guess, sway his opinion or sway to push him back a little bit earlier is that rule where you got to play 65 games to be able to be eligible for an All NBA team and the end of the season awards. I don't know how he can win Most Improved Player by the end of the season when last year he was still balling too. But he came out this year balling even more than he did last year, which was crazy to me, because in that short amount of time I was like, yo, this dude he got way better over the summer. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's just the type of player he is. He gets better as his career goes on. As the more basketball he plays and the more on-court experience that he gains, he just gets better. So the earlier that he comes back, the better. But at the same time, try not to rush it, because you don't want anything to happen to where, young player can't, experience or get the whole thing of his career because, of injuries. We definitely want that happen to another young player.
I could tell Paolo was gonna be like that though. Like you could just
I
was hearing the stories, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they said he was like a man child in high school, like, you know what I mean? Like he was just, you could tell he was a much better, he was way advanced than everybody else did. Like then I heard he went to the fucking, what's that tournament Jamal Crawford and them host in Washington?
Oh, the Pro-Am. The Pro-Am in Washington.
Pro-Am,
yeah. He went crazy in the Pro-Am.
Like, and he was a high school kid. You know, like you hear the stories and now you seeing it like year by year, he's getting better. Like he can, to me, I thought he was gonna like kind of make that push to be like considered a top 15 player this year. And still can. I mean, the season's still early, like y'all said. The key is that it happened early. So hopefully, and this is obvious the time you want to have it. You know what I mean? Like, so we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that we don't have on the dock, and I want to go back and backtrack a little bit to NBA talk. Klay Thompson, man. Klay Thompson has been balling. I don't know what to say about this, because last year he looked like he was just going to be a spot up shooting guy for the rest of his career. Is he doing a lot of that in Dallas right now? Yes, but he's absolutely balling. I don't know what clicked for him. I kind of don't know what changed either. I guess because he's playing with two superstar level talents. I don't know, Boo. What you think?
It's definitely that, and it's just he's playing with that chip on his shoulder. You can kind of tell somebody that wants to still prove that, you know, he still got it, and that's fine. And he's doing that right now. Like I think his job is much easier though in Dallas. So it's literally catch and shoot, and it's a bunch of wide open catch and shoots. So like it's that bill for sure. I think he was asked to do a lot of things in Golden State that he just, not that he couldn't do it, because he still would have decent games. I just think the expectation, the pressure started to get to him somewhat there. Like, and then he probably felt like if it's one team that owed me that type of bread, it's Golden State. So, it's a lot of that could play into it. Like, but I just still think for the most part, he playing with that chip on the shoulder a little bit, and he just trying to, show the world that he still can be valuable to a lot of championship caliber teams. If they he can go do this anywhere, honestly. So shout out to him though.
Mo, you got anything?
Man, Clay. It's crazy to see, right? Being a Warrior fan, seeing him win 4 championships with the team that I'm a fan of, and then going to another team and ultimately succeeding with another team. I'm not surprised that he's succeeding. It's just weird to see him in another jersey. Still not, something I'm used to, but this is expected, right? I mean, it's crazy to think that, somebody of Clay's caliber wouldn't go on to another team and be valuable. And this kind of starts to silence the narratives of before, where it's like, oh, well, it was us all. Well, if either one of these guys go to a separate team, they wouldn't be as relevant as they were, right? So if the Clay goes to another team earlier, who's to say that he wouldn't, right, prior to injury, he wouldn't be looked at as, a top caliber player in this league, just like he's looked at now. But it's not surprising, right? They got a lot of spacing over there in Dallas, which is why he chose to go over there, right? It's as far as spacing goes, Dallas, the Warriors, OKC, and a few other teams, they have the best spacing in the team as far as 3-point shooting. So it's easy to kind of make that choice. But like Buap said, he's not asked to do as much. He's asked to, kind of play his role. And the role that he wants to play is a guy who can, spot up, shoot, catch and shoot, and, defend when he, he has to, because we understand that he can't move the same way that he used to be able to move. So putting him in situations to where he can win in his defensive matchups is important. And he can start, right? And I think when he looking at that situation and looking at the Warriors situation to where they wanted him to come off the bench is, I think the decision is easy at that point. I can still basically play how I want to play. I don't have to, I'm not asked to defend as much, so I can focus more on my offensive game, and I can still start. And I can go to a team where I can make a lot of money and there's no state taxes. So, hey, there you go.
Yeah, that no state taxes is nice. I live in Texas, so I know.
Yep, that's exactly why you chose.
I'm sorry for you people that can't relate in here. Yeah. Yeah. I think Clay has, you know what? I'm gonna get off of Clay for a little bit and just talk about the Mavericks team as a whole. I think Clay was probably the piece they needed last year, because you can double team, you could double team Kyrie if he was hot, and then keep one extra person, or keep a person on Luka and let your bigs guard the rim. But this year you can't do that because you got probably one of the 10 greatest shooters to ever touch the basketball floor as far as three-point shooting goes. Clay, he might not be as athletic, he might not be that great of a defender, but if there's one thing this man can do, and we all know this, the boy can shoot lights out if you give him time. We're talking about a guy that scored 61 on 17 dribbles. Craziest stat ever. Dallas look good, man. Dallas looks good.
They look good, but I might have to take it a little bit back on that Klay Thompson. He really eye right now. He ain't really hooping. What? The numbers.
Hey. Hey, Buap, you know, as the season go on, his 3-point shooting percentage is gonna be better than what. Yeah,
it needs to get better. It's good. Better. Bad. I'm just saying it should be better though. Like I'm expecting him to be shooting at least 40%. Like at least he's shooting 37 right now. That's not terrible at all. Like I'm just saying, like He's shooting 43 from the field on 14 a game. Yeah.
Well, when it comes to adding in the mid range and stuff, I've never considered him that great of a mid range shooter. Can he shoot it? Yes, because he's a shooter. But we all know his bread and butter was always behind that 3-point line.
Yeah, but he should be taking less of those mid ranges, so the field goal percentage still should be like 45%.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
No, so he just gotta play a little bit better. But as far as that take with him being, if he was just there hypothetically last year, I don't think it would have mattered against Boston because again, Boston still just got the ability to guard your best players.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I just think with Klay Thompson did last year, they would have had better luck guarding Jason Tatum. It wasn't really so much on the offense. I just think he would have been a better option to guard Jason Tatum at this point than anything they tried to throw at Jason Tatum last year.
He probably just got fried too. Well, he wasn't. Jason Tatum wasn't really frying nobody, but like,
yeah,
they just couldn't stop that shooting. They couldn't stop the penetration from Boston. Like they it was just too much, honestly.
That Boston was just a better team. You know,
yeah,
they just a better team.
Yeah, that's it for the most part.
But I don't think Dallas will make it back to the finals this year. I think OKC will probably get them.
They probably could, but it's kind of wide open right now for sure.
It is. On both sides too. On both sides, the East and the West. We still don't know what the 76ers are going to look like. I mean, hey, Milwaukee damn sure didn't get better.
I don't see nobody beating Boston for real in the East, but in the West, I just think like anybody that because them matchups gonna just matter. Like it's between probably 2 to 3 teams. OKC and the Mavericks being them 2 right now. I don't know who the third team could be. Could be the Lakers. Honestly, I don't know. I think
AD is balling.
He is balling. So it's gonna be interesting to see. The season long, and we're gonna see.
All right, so I'm gonna let you bring up this next one because I have no idea what Stephen A. did to Kevin Durant this time. I have no idea. I just seen he calls out Stephen A. again, and I remember last time it was about sources.
It's basically the same thing. I guess Stephen A. said something, and KD, of course, being KD, he don't fuck with Stephen A. He don't like Stephen A. He don't feel like Stephen A. should even speak his name, should critique his game, anything. Like it's bad. KD just basically said, like, I've never seen him at a practice, at a film session. I've been hooping for 18 years in the league. I don't know why people even listen to him. Basically, any shit KD do every time when this guy. But I do think he overdo it because I'm not saying Stephen A. don't be probably, you know what I mean? I don't know. I ain't gonna say he do and he don't, whatever. Like, do I think it's possible for people to just say, I got a source? And a guy like Stephen A., who seems like he probably could have a source. He's been around the game for 30 years. Like, I wouldn't put it past him. I'm pretty sure he got friends all throughout these locker rooms. I'm pretty sure of it. So, and I think Kevin Durant is smart enough to know that he does have friends. Like, I just don't like the over, like how he be just over this man.
My sources tell me.
No, not even that. I'm talking about with Kevin Durant, just like,
oh, yeah.
You're downplaying who Stephen A. really is, though. Like, that I don't like. Because it's just like everybody knows the man. Like, he be at games. He know it wouldn't shock me if Stephen A. had sources. Like, he's been around, so he knows too many people. He's one of the most popular sports analysts ever. Like, so I just, that's my only thing with the KD. I understand he probably don't like the man, or he probably feel like he shouldn't be quoting me or saying he knows somebody that know me, because maybe Kevin Durant done put it out there to people, like, man, to his circle, like, don't talk to that man. Maybe he has. Maybe he do feel like, you know what I'm saying, he shouldn't have nothing to say because ain't nobody that fuck with me gonna talk to him. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But to say that he don't know nobody or he ain't been around is kind of strong.
Moo over there laughing. I can't wait to hear what Moo got to say.
Kind of strong, bro.
I just want to know why he lets it affect him so much, bro. That should be funny. Like, KD, everybody talks shit about, bro. Stephen A isn't even the worst person that say some shit about you, bro. Like on television, on Twitter, bro. Like you forget that you had a whole burner account to sit up here and address fans talking shit to you, gang. Like, why do you let these niggas sit up there and, bro? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If nobody can get on the court and do what I do, bro, I'm just gonna laugh at what the fuck you say. I'm just gonna laugh because at the end of the day, it's your job to sit up there and talk shit, bro. Like that's literally their job. So why do you get upset about them doing their fucking job, bro? Like it ain't that goddamn serious, bro. Like what the heck? Like if it's really that serious, then go out there and average 30 and at that nigga after every game.
Big facts.
I'm just saying, bro. Like that's the thing. That's how I feel with athletes, bro. When they sit up there and they get into it with the fans and they go back and forth with motherfuckers on Twitter. Why? For what? Like, what's the point? Like, you don't have to, bro. Like, you're a professional athlete, dog. You don't have to respond. They can't do nothing that you can do. Like, right? Like, even Trayvon Diggs last week when he's going at the reporter, like, there's no point in doing that, bro. Just answer the question, my nigga, and go to the locker room. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas, bro? Like, god damn, I don't understand why. And then like y'all be trying to get personal with these niggas and shit, like they called you a bitch or something. Like that be the thing I'd be confused about. Like, bro, did he didn't say your mom suck, bro? Like he said you suck. That'd be the thing I'd be confused about, bro. Like they be really mad, like they just fucking slap the shit out of their mom or something, bro. I'm like, nah, he told you you can't shoot threes, which is true. My nigga, look at your fucking game. I'm like, goddamn, bro. Like, these niggas really be mad as hell, bro, going out crash out missions and shit, dog. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Like, just get better on the court or just play better. And when you do play better, at them niggas.
It's simple as that.
It really is as simple as that.
Every time. You don't even gotta say nothing. Just add them right there with your stat line. Bow. You see that? Every time. Nigga, make it annoying.
You know, I need Kevin Durant to understand, bro. Like, I get it. You know, because of basketball, you want to keep basketball. But I think Kevin Durant's job is basketball. Part of Stephen A's job is to report on the game of basketball. The other part of Stephen A's job is to be fucking entertaining, man. It's to be entertaining. So, I mean, that's literally it. Like, that's part of his job of being on TV. That's really what it is. You got to be able to have a personality. You got to be able to make people laugh. You got to be able to keep people engaged. And when you look at it from that standpoint, I mean, there ain't a lot of people that's up there with Stephen A. Smith, with him doing his job. Now I understand Kevin Durant's side more if Stephen A. was just doing journalism and he's just writing articles and he's saying whatever you want to say and shit like that. It's like, bro, it's TV. It's TV, my dude. If you don't want to hear what this man got to say, turn the damn TV off. Kevin Durant, I think, is a year or two older than me. He's a millennial. I would consider him a millennial, even though he was born I think 88 or 89, somewhere 87, somewhere in there. I would still consider him a millennial because he was part of the first wave of people, first wave of kids on the internet, right? So I still consider him a millennial. And it's just like, bruh, you can't tell me before a big game when you were in high school that you wasn't talking shit about the other team. You can't tell me you ain't never been on the internet talking shit about somebody else playing basketball when they've compared them to you. Like, you literally do the same thing this man does. Like, I get at a certain point, do you feel like he's personally attacking you over and over again? Is that the issue? Because as I recall, didn't they have a sit down right there on First Take?
Yes, they did.
Not Stephen A. and KD.
What they interviewed him right there on First Take when he decided to leave Golden State. And he sat there and he was talking about Draymond calling him a bitch was factored into the reason him leaving Golden State too.
You might be right. I don't know. You might be right.
But man, KD, shut the fuck up and play basketball. I'm sorry, bro. I just like, it's one thing if you were saying something, if it was political, I wouldn't do the whole shut up and dribble thing. But bro, no matter what you say and no matter what you do, he's gonna talk about you because you're one of the biggest stars in the world. Like Moose said, just average 30 and at the stat line every time. Whenever you have a great game, at him. Why you ain't talking about my great game this week? Why you ain't talking about my great game this day? Why you ain't talking about my great game today? Like, bro,
it's that simple. Like, y'all be so mad, bro. Like, what the fuck? I just be so confused. Like, everybody gotta be like Bradley Beal. You remember when that random ass fan told Bradley Beal he was trash, and Bradley Beal just looked up at him like, come on, bro. Like,
facts.
You feel me? Like, you gotta act like Bradley Beal in a situation like, nigga, come on, bro. You know that shit ain't true, my nigga. Like, I average 30, dog. What are you talking about trash, bro? Don't never do that. Come on, bro. Like, we just gotta keep it P and move on.
That's it, bro. Motherfuckers just gotta keep it P.
I don't know, man. I fucks with Kevin Durant, but come on, man. The man is paid to talk shit, bro. Stephen A is paid to talk shit. Let that man have his 5 seconds of fame and stop letting it affect your game on the court. Stop letting it affect your everyday life. Because trust me, people on the internet say shit way worse than what Stephen A has ever said about you. You know, like there's a lot of keyboard warriors on the internet, bro. Let's get to the big topic today, Boo Wop, because I know you waiting. I just know you waiting to cook on this topic. Drake and DeRozan. Apparently, there's a beef between. Well, Drake has beef with DeMar DeRozan because I don't think DeMar DeRozan got no kind of beef with Drake, dog. But Drake has beef with DeMar DeRozan. I had to go pull the backstory and see what the hell the issue was. Now that I've seen what the issue is, I'm gonna let you move you there, or you need a second again.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna start with you, Moo, because you had a lot to say backstage too about this. Like, oh man, go ahead, just cook it up.
All right, let me go ahead and do it. I got a minute before I hit this next drop. So let me go ahead and say this real quick. This nigga is a loser, bro. Like, I don't understand how you got beef with a basketball player who don't rap. Like, DeMar DeRozan don't rap, nigga. He didn't diss you. He didn't drop Not Like Us and Family Matters. Like, I'm just saying. You feel me? Like, or Meet the Grams and shit, bro. Like, I'm just saying. Like, why you got beef with a basketball player and this nigga, he ain't make a diss song about you, bro. He didn't rap to your son and your mom and your dad and basically call you a bitch. That's basically what he said. Like, DeMar DeRozan didn't do that. He just popped out with the homie from the hood, bro. Like, why you so mad at him? You feel me? Like, I don't get the beef, bro. Like, you got you and your little butt buddy from Toronto sitting there on the court staring this nigga down like y'all really finna do something. First of all, you are 5-0. This nigga is 6 everything. Like, what do you expect to do? I don't even think he's seen your short ass looking at him. And who are you intimidating? I never seen somebody so small look up and try to be intimidating. That shit is crazy as fuck to me. I know your neck was hurting at the end of the goddamn game. And then with the comments talking about, oh well, yeah, if they put his jersey up in the rafters, I'm gonna tear it down personally. First of all, let's talk about that statement, because why would they do that? Did anybody ever think about why would they do that? Has DeMar DeRozan has he won a championship with Toronto?
No.
Oh, that's
but
crazy.
He's one of the greatest Raptors to ever play, though.
He is, absolutely. He most definitely is.
Probably like the maybe third, second, depending on how you look at it. I mean,
and he very well might get his jersey up there. But that don't mean, but that that's going to be years from now. And even if he do get this, which I don't even think he's going to, honestly, I'm not even going to cap. But like, what the fuck that got to do with anything? What is you going up there taking his jersey down? What you going to do with his jersey after that? You going to put it in your house? You going to flex with it on Instagram? You fucking loser. Like I don't understand the beef, bro. Like you ain't. Why don't you have this energy for the nigga who called you a bitch in the song multiple times? That's all I'm asking. You feel me? Like if a nigga called me a bitch in a song multiple times and then rap to my son and my mom's, you
Yeah,
feel
that's
me? Like
wild.
I'm sorry. I gotta be outside. I gotta be outside. We gotta meet at a park or something. We gotta take us back to the '90s or some shit. I don't know, nigga. But we can't just sit up there like, nah. What? I'm just saying, like you. I mean, if it's that, I ain't gonna lie to you, Drake. You gotta go loving basketball. You feel me? If it's his love you want, you gotta play him for it. Play him for his love, bro. Because obviously you salty. Obviously you want his love back. You want that friend back. You want your homie back. You feel me? He picked the hometown homie over the new homie. So go play him for his love, bro. You feel me? Shit. Good luck, because he dropped 33 that night when y'all was sitting there
He
trying to
sure
intimidate him
did.
and scare him and shit. But yeah, no. Go ahead and play that. Go ahead and play it for his love. Light skin, you got it. You was all state in Canada in Degrassi, right?
Oh my God.
Theo Thug Dizzle, man. Aubrey.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. I'm perplexed, bro. Like, I don't get it, because it's just like, bro, what did DeRozan do to you, bro? Like for real though. Like, he's from LA. Like he said, that's the homie, bro. Like, damn, he didn't write that shit, nigga. The fuck is you so mad for? And I fuck with Drake, but like, dude, you taking this shit a little too personal. You calling the man pussy and all type of shit. Like, damn. I don't, bro. I don't get it, bro. Like, I get it. It's like maybe Drake feel like it's fuck anybody who rode, whatever. But damn, like, that's not your homie, nigga. You just so happen to be a fan of the team he once played for. You fucked with him. That's cool. We get it. Now he gone. But don't act like you wasn't. Like, if I'm fucking if I'm the mom, I'll be like, what about that motherfucking soundtrack you made for LeBron, nigga? It may not mean nothing,
y'all.
nigga. I'll be on that type of time, nigga. You every time we play Brian, you big. What's up, Brian? All at the game and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, I can't have a friend, G. Like, I don't get it, bro. This shit is too much for me, bro. It's too much.
And it's over a rap beef though. Like, I can understand if he was like you and fucked your bitch or something. Like, that nigga be running. That's the reason why the nigga so-called got jumped, right? Quote unquote. Nigga, oh, everybody jumping me, bro. Everybody jumping me. Shut your ass up, nigga. You fucked everybody, bitch, bro. What you expect? Like, I don't know not one nigga who fuck everybody, bitch, and then everybody not mad at that nigga. Like, what do you expect, bro? That's the craziest logic in the world. Let me go behind all the homies back and fuck all they hoes, and then laugh about it in their face, and then rap about it and put it in songs and shit. Because that's exactly what he did. And then he be wondering why everybody don't like him now. It's like, what, bruh? What? That's crazy, G. Like, I ain't never heard that logic, bro, in my life, bro. And now you mad at DeRozan didn't fuck your bitch, nigga. He just went and fucked with the hometown homie that made a song, but you mad at him, like.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all might laugh at this because this is the quote. This is the quote. So when Boo, I put this on the doc, and I was like, Drake and DeRozan, what the hell is going on? So then, I seen Drake and his stupid ass homeboy that's with him sitting there staring DeRozan down. Like, what is really going on here? I go look up the story, and I find out you mad because DeRozan was on stage at Kendrick Papa concert. So was LeBron. So was Westbrook. Where's the energy for them, bro? In all honesty, yeah. Look, I got two brothers here that don't look that they skin not like mine. When I seen and heard what this was, the first thing I said was, "This got to be the most light skinned shit ever." It gotta be. This gotta be the most light skinned shit ever, bro. Ever. Are we serious right now? You mad because the man was on stage, bruh? To a home at his homie's concert, bro. Look, I agree with everything y'all said, bro. But my question to him is, you know, my question to Drake here would be, well, like I said, where's the energy for Westbrook? Where's it? Why you ain't go to Denver and stare Russell Westbrook down? Why you ain't go to LA and stare LeBron down? You still dapping him up every time. You still dapping LeBron up when you see him at the game. How you? And then, bro, look, here's what it is. You lost, okay? You lost. Just take your L and move on, bro. This kind of shit ends people's career when you let it bother you and hinder you forever. Dude, you lost.
The reason why he ain't did this shit with Westbrook is because there are two type of LA niggas. There are calm, cool, collected LA niggas, and then there are crash outs. Okay, Westbrook is a certified crash out, dog. He is not finna look at Westbrook any kind of way because Westbrook will sock him in his face, bro. I'm telling you right now, dog. I'm telling you right now. I don't care. Fuck that, bro. Hold that energy for Kendrick, nigga. He calls you a bitch and rap to your son, nigga. Hold that energy for him. I don't care about all this. You sitting there trying to gain clout off, trying to press DeMar DeRozan. No, fuck that. Go press Kendrick. You sit up there and talk about his height and how that nigga is 5 foot nut. Bro, well then go tower over that nigga and press that nigga. Bro, why are you trying to press DeMar DeRozan, bro? That's weird. DeMar DeRozan didn't call you a bitch. Kendrick called you a bitch and rapped to your son and told your mom that she was basically a failure, nigga. Like, Go tell Kendrick something.
You know, I'll also say, you know, when you had your battle with Meek Mill and you made the song of the year in that battle, because that song was back to back, was everywhere, dude. Like this dude started a crazy ass online wave and people still use the Twitter finger shit to this day. You know what I'm saying? Meek ain't do all that. You know what I'm saying? Meek took his L and was like, all right, I lost. Move on. You know, like, come on, man. Like the more you drag this shit out, the more you look like a clown.
Meek didn't just take the L. We can't just.
Yeah, Meek took.
Safari got beat up, G.
Well, that
motherfucker got beat up, G.
Hey. Safari got beat up for his own damn self though. Safari.
No. Meek couldn't take them L's. He beat up that producer dude that wrote that song for Drake. He couldn't take that L. Just like, you know, it's hard. Sometimes these people don't take these L's well. You know what I'm saying? I would recommend you do that. Don't crash out, bro. Please. Don't crash out, bro. It's not that serious, bro.
You know what I want? You know what? Now that we talking about people taking L's, let's talk about Safari taking that L on Wildin' Out. They edit everything. I really want to know what happened when they were editing because everything ain't in there. You see it come back at the very end, and Safari like he about to cry because I know damn sure he went to cry in the car.
Damn, I ain't see that shit.
I be trying to tell these niggas, bro, don't be fucking with these rap niggas because a lot of these rap niggas is like Erykah Badu. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish. Okay,
this nigga told Safari. This nigga told Safari. Nicki Minaj's next album will be called Meek Mill's Penis.
Hey, bro. I mean, and I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. And that's the thing. I'm not surprised Safari be getting beat up because Erykah Miller just beat that nigga up a few days ago.
Oh man.
But I'm just, bro. All I'm saying is a lot of these, even Meek, bro. Meek shit. Of course he didn't take the L right, bro. Yeah, Safari packed out. Quentin Miller got packed out. All them niggas got packed out. Why? Because that nigga was sensitive, okay? You can't be fucking with these hood niggas and be saying Kendrick is sensitive. That's the reason why as soon as Drake said something about his height, he was like, all right, yeah, I'm on your line now, okay? Now go be on that nigga line. Leave DeMar DeRozan alone, okay? And go be on that nigga line. You ain't responding to nobody else. You feel me? Future been dropping shots on your ass ever since. He just dissed you in his new goddamn album that he just dropped. You didn't say shit yet.
This whole notion here that bro, this whole thing is I just boo up. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, boo up. Leave the basketball player alone, man.
Play that nigga for his love, bro.
This shit bad, bro.
Play that nigga one-on-one.
It's sad, bro. Beefs, the NBA beefs is leaking off the floor with rappers, bro. Like, it's bad, bro.
Play that nigga one-on-one, Drake, and shut up. Play him for his love like Quincy and Monica, bro, or be quiet.
Hey, I want to play you for your heart.
What he tell her? What that nigga Quincy tell her after he dunked on her? Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. Double or nothing. Come on, man.
You know what's so funny about this? I bet Drake doing all that shit and Kendrick just over there watching the TV laughing, bro. Like, look at this goofy ass nigga, man. I done got in his head.
I got him where he need to be right now.
Oh my god.
He tight.
But that nigga for his love, Drake.
Drake, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. You lost, bro. It's all right. I promise you.
But that nigga for his love, Degrassi.
I'm talking about Degrassi.
The craziest thing about the whole Kendrick and Drake thing is that Kendrick pulled a Drake. And what I mean by that is normally Drake will be the one with the banging song. And Kendrick will be the one, spitting some conscious shit and just, you know what I'm saying? Or he be throwing his double and triple entendres on a nice poetic song and dissing this nigga. No, he flipped the script on you. And you tried to do what he do, and it didn't work, bro. I'm sorry.
How you beefing with DeMar DeRozan? You better shut up before he dunk on you.
He beat him at his own game, man.
He did.
Just what it is.
Hey, I just think this. Bro, you hear people talk about DeMar DeRozan, and people see DeMar DeRozan out walking about. They say DeMar DeRozan is one of the nicest dudes ever, bro.
Coolest people ever, bro. I swear to God.
That shit crazy.
He really is, and fuck that. Like his basketball career, just as a whole, he just gets disrespected. He's a fucking Hall of Famer, bro.
Oh, for sure. I think and I also think his shirt will get retired in Toronto. Toronto's still a young team as far as when they came into the league, but he is the franchise all-time leading scorer.
But that's still
a good point.
But he still got like 18,000 career points there, I believe.
Oh yeah. For sure.
And even when you just look at him right now, I know it's 6 games in, he's averaging, I think, 25 points a game. Mm-hmm. He's 36 years old, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Hey, yeah. DeMar DeRozan is definitely Hall of Fame.
I think a lot of people forget that he came into the league like not how he's playing now. Like he came into the league a high flyer dunker type. Like he was not a mid-range god like he is right now, bro.
But you know what? You know who else did that was Dominique Wilkins, because people forget Dominique came in the league as just an athletic freak and then developed the jump shot and then led the NBA in points like later in his career. Yeah,
he worked on his game so much, and on top of that, what he did with the works with Kevin Love and NBA mental health, and getting all of these NBA players and starting the mental health program and the mental health initiative for all of these NBA players that just because they're rich and people think that they don't go through stuff, and like he literally frontline and steamrolled that. So like there's a lot that goes into his career that gets overlooked and overshined for the simple fact that he hasn't won a championship yet. So
even without the championship, what he took Toronto to 3 Eastern Conference Finals as the best player. He just ran into LeBron. So
he ran into LeBron, bro. Shit.
I think it was 2.
It's 2? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Good stuff. You know how we were talking about earlier about I like that the NBA isn't being friendly this year. Well, we had a run-in between 2 old teammates. Jason Tatum, Grant Williams.
Goofy
Jason,
shit.
Jason Tatum, Grant Williams had a little run-in. 2 light-skinned dudes having a little run-in. Neither one of them was gonna swing in the first place. But I mean, what you think, Boo-Wop?
Some bullshit. I mean, they didn't show like what really happened, I guess. Like from what I've seen, Tatum got away with a shove on LaMelo, pushed him down or whatever. And Grant just being Grant, like a rider, trying to, ride for his guy, I guess. And gave Tatum a nice little blow. But I think for me, I ain't mad at it though, honestly. Hey, you my homie, but like when it's this what we do. Like, bro, I'm trying to win the fucking game, and I'm riding for my boys right now. So I love it. Like, to me, I don't think in this era though, like players fuck with that though. Like players don't really fuck with that level of competitiveness. You know what I mean? Like you my homie when we get off the court. But like on the court, bro, we're not friends, bro. Like if you're on the other team, I'm trying to beat you. So I don't know if guys really fuck with that type of competitiveness in this era of basketball. So I do think it's going to get blown over more than it should. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially because we're talking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of stuff like that, it's just, I don't, again, you got Jaylen Brown saying, I thought Grant and Jason was friends. Guess not. Like, when you hear stuff like that, it just kind of lets you know, like, I guess guys don't really appreciate that. I don't know, man. It's just, to me, that shit kind of weird.
You gotta love competition, fellas. The name and the love of competition. Hey, look, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I didn't see the bestest of friends damn near come to blows over a goddamn football game. And y'all know I play semi-pro, so it really get active in the field, okay? When I tell you that brothers would literally damn near be fighting on the field, you feel me? So, like, it's all in the name and the love of competition, of course. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna sit up there and check my guy, I'm gonna check you, bro, real quick. You know what I'm saying? And if it escalates over that, and that's what it got to be, right? In the name of the game. Now, we're not going to allow that to like spill over, right, into the real world or into off the court, right? Now, if it does happen to be like that, sometimes it does get like that, then hey, you know what I'm saying? There's ways to take care and handle that too as well. But like in the name and in the game of competition, in the name and the game of basketball, of course, you're going to sit up there and you're going to go and you're going to protect your guy, right? And LaMelo is looked at as a star player of that team. So you have to protect your guy, right? And Grant understands that. He knows that that's part of his role. So he's going to own that. And Jason Tatum, of course, he's going to feel some type of way because he used to be the guy that Grant used to protect. So it's all in the name of competition. I don't think it's really anything serious, just me personally, but hey, if it's really that bad, fight about it.
Hey, man, I feel both of y'all on that opinion. Personally, y'all know where I'm going with this. I love it because I'm tired of all this friendly ass basketball. I liked when DiVincenzo came down the court and was barking at the Knicks a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? We cool off the court, but on this court, hell no. Nah. I'm here to kill you. That's why I can appreciate a player like Anthony Edwards. Because you remember last year I was saying it looked like there's a lot of, well, I'm gonna go off and you go off, and you know, and that's what it seemed like basketball was last year. Like, I don't mind you getting yours as long as I get mine on the flip side. And slowly but surely, that's starting to go away.
Yeah, and I like that because it's they understand that it's still all in the name and the love in the game of basketball. And off the court, right after the game, we can still be cool, you feel me? But in the name of competition, of course, you feel me? I'm gonna come at you, bro. Like, I'm not gonna just gonna let you get yours. That's not what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think Shaq nailed this on the head years ago when he said players are getting paid early and a lot early. You know, and a lot of people when you get paid that much early, you kind of just like, all right, I'm paid. I'm good. I don't need to do anything else. I don't, but I love it. I love it. I need more of it. That is exactly what would bring me back to watching a shit ton more basketball. That's why when Minnesota is on TV, I don't care if Minnesota hasn't really been that good this year. I don't care. Anthony Edwards is must-see TV because he's literally trying to kill the guy across from him. Like, hey, I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to eat, and you in my way.
I mean, we seen that from when he dropped his shoe deal, right? The shoe commercial, right? How he rubbing people the wrong way and how he coming at people and, oh, this person think this and this person think that, and oh, fuck that nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, he's like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's his personality, that's his persona, is I'm gonna come at you regardless. So, I mean, you gotta respect it, bro. You feel me? Like, you can be mad at it, but shit, hey, better get with it or get lost.
Have y'all seen the basketball movie with Adam Sandler? I can't think of the name of it right now. It slipped my mind, but I brought it up for some comments that Anthony Edwards, because Anthony Edwards is in the movie.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
I know what you're talking about, though. I can't think.
Yeah, I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
Number one, the movie is fantastic. If you haven't, if anybody out there is watching right now haven't seen it, y'all should go look that movie up. It was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still there or not because I think it was a Netflix movie. But I don't know if y'all ever seen the behind the scenes stuff, and they were going to have a random guy that was in the movie dunk on Anthony Edwards. They were not going to have Juan dunk on Anthony Edwards, and Anthony Edwards basically like, no way in hell I'm letting him dunk on me in this movie. Juan is another story because Juan is where I'm at in the NBA. Ain't no way in hell I'm letting some relative no name dunk on me. I don't care if it's in a movie or not.
No,
I feel it because I don't care. I'm gonna foul you.
Yeah, I'm not. That's crazy. You gonna have to pay me a little extra money or something, you know.
That man said no amount of money in the world is going to allow him to sit there and get dunked on. I respect it.
Yeah.
So, but Wab, you put this one on here too, and I'm happy you put this one on here because y'all know what I say. The Celtics won their championship in spite of Doc Rivers, but here we are again with another team, same scenario with Doc Rivers. Is it time to fire Doc? Is it time to fire Doc?
Yes.
You say that. I mean, at this point, bro, like the game has passed Doc up. Unfortunately, it's been passed him up. To be honest, though, like, so the reports that then came out about Doc through the years, like, he's just not a great X and O coach. He's definitely not a, great at adjustments. He's just a preacher, honestly. When I look at Doc, every time I see him, I just hear, guys, come on. Like, that's what he do. Like, I don't never really see him. We're running this and that. Like, I don't never see him doing that. Like, honestly, like, and you just can't get away with that in today's era of basketball. People don't respect it. He's respected because of what he has done throughout the league or whatever, but he's just not respected. He's just like, once you get him inside of your locker room, you like, oh, that's what they was talking about. It's just too much, bro. Honestly, like, so yeah, it's probably time to fire him. At this point, you starting out the season 1-5, and are they playing right now? They probably finna be fucking 1-6. You know, so it's fucking bad right now, bro. I don't know what to say. I don't have much to say right now. Giannis and Dame are actually playing well. You know, I mean, you could say Middleton, him not being there is hurting the team some. Like, if you Doc, that's like your only out right now, Middleton not being here, but they still should be playing much better than what they is.
Yeah, I just looked it up. They lost.
That's not fun. I'm sorry. That's not supposed to be funny, but it is.
But let me go ahead and put on my proper voice. Well, yeah, Doc has to go, guys. He has to go. He needs to be fired immediately. All the yelling with the raspy voice on the sideline, it's not gonna cut it anymore. The rah-rah, like Boo said, the preacher stuff, it's just not gonna go on any longer, man. You gotta go in another direction. You got your 2 stars, they're playing great, but it's just not looking good. Yeah, Doc shouldn't have been fired in the first place. Should have been hired in the first place. That's all I gotta say.
So
guys, we just gotta do better, guys. Look, bro.
Hey.
Y'all know how I feel about Doc Rivers already, man. Look, Boo-Wop, I think you hit the nail on the head. The game has passed him by. I think we all saw the exact moment when the game passed him by, and JJ Redick does a good job of explaining when the game passed Doc Rivers by. They're playing against the Clippers are playing against Golden State, and they are hitting 2-pointer after 2-pointer after 2-pointer, and Golden State is shooting a bad percentage as a team. But when you look up, they're down by 6 points, and they're like, what the hell is going on here? Well, they're putting up a lot of threes and making a lot of them.
Doc, to me, some of it, like, again, the game just passed him up to me, really, once he got, for me, it was more evident when he got that team with Kawhi and them, because he fucked that up bad. Even though Paul George played bad, he still didn't make it no better, honestly. And that was the right there, that was probably like the fourth player that came out that had a problem with Doc. Rondo even had a problem with Doc. The only people that really fucked with Doc is KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. Like,
it's the Celtics.
Yeah.
Besides Rondo.
Rondo, but him being a, not so much as, the player that he became in that core group or whatever, but like as he got better, him and Doc started clashing. And I just think that players don't respect Doc like that. Like, it's fucked up though. It really is.
Well, he's never had a really true like scheme. He's always been more of a rah kind of in your face, pump you up kind of guy. That's the reason why the Paul Pierces and the KGs of the world liked him, because you don't really have to coach those guys. You can just put them out there and let them use their natural talent and just yell at them and come on guys, here we go.
We're gonna do the Kevin Durant thing. That's what we're gonna do.
And they respond. But when you have guys that you actually need to go out there and coach, and you have to come up with a nice scheme, especially with these young coaches and their innovative minds, Doc just can't keep up. So, I don't think personally the game passed him by. I don't think he's ever had it. I just think he was always kind of a rah in your face kind of coach. And that's kind of what he's lived on. But you can't live on that anymore, Doc. You got to go.
I mean, you know what? You know what's so funny to me with Doc is that, and it's the same thing with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce and most of that team, Kendrick Perkins, bruh. They all live off that one championship, and all that's the only thing they could ever bring up. It's like, bruh, this is when you see like a team has the personality of their coach. They embody the personality of Doc Rivers, the way they talk about this one championship, bruh. But Troy, I'm sorry. I know that's your team, Troy, but goddamn.
But Doc, he don't really talk about it as much, and thank God he don't. Like, he don't brag or harp on it. Now, I do think he made a living off of it, though, for sure.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm referring to with Doc. Yeah.
But like, them motherfuckers, though, in particular, them three, yes. They talk about that forever. And I get it. It is special. They came together and they made it happen. No doubt. But God dang. I always said this. It feels like they won multiple rings, bro. Like, it just feels.
It does.
It just do. That one ring was hard. It was hard. It was real hard, for real.
Oh shit, man! That you hit the nail on the head right there. It feels like they make it seem like they want multiple rings. Talking about this person can't lead a championship team, bro. Relax.
And then when you think about, like, I think about Tony Allen, because he told a story about, like, because it kind of got to do with the game passing certain coaches up. He was talking about one of his worst coaches was Lionel Hollins. And he said Lionel used to be at had to practice it on the football field. He was like he done been around the league so much he done forgot the team he coached. He used to be like 1, 2, 3. What's the name of his team? Pelicans.
Oh shit!
Pelicans. Like, what the
fuck? Man.
I said, damn. That's bad, bro.
That's bad. And I do like Lionel Hollins, man. I like Lionel Hollins. Oh shit.
Fuck. Like this when you know
Oh
it's bad.
man,
It's bad. It's time to go, man. It's time to
I
retire.
just.
You forgetting the team you coach. It's time to go.
Oh man, that's bro. That's fucking hilarious. I can't even lie to you. What's the name of this team again? But
Let's go.
you know what though? Here's my shit talking on this for this though. As much as Giannis and what was the coach before Doc Rivers?
Adrian Griffin.
Hey, Giannis. I know you and Adrian Griffin ain't get along, but I tell you one thing. I bet you missed when you was 33-13, don't you? I bet you do. I bet you do, don't you? Y'all miss those days now. You know who else did that shit? Philadelphia did that shit, and they were like, we need to get rid of Andy Reid because Andy Reid can't do this and that. And I was like, yeah, y'all missed it for a while. Y'all was booing the damn team, bruh. It sucks. And I think Giannis is on his way out too. I think I do. But yes, I think you're absolutely right. They did one of the Doc's biggest failures. It has to be that Clippers team because he was the GM as well. And he made it. He pushed the trade through and made everything happen. And you know, not every coach wins with every roster. You know, but I just he left a lot out there to be desired from those teams that he didn't win with.
He done had too many good rosters is the problem. Like too many. So he's gonna catch a lot of heat. That's just what it is. Like when they think about Doc in his career, like especially if he don't win another ring, and he probably won't. So like he gonna catch a lot of hell because people gonna look at the teams and the rosters that he had compared to other coaches that won, let alone, you know what I'm saying, never did win. It's gonna be a lot of them coaches that probably get a little bit more praise due to Doc's failures.
I think Doc is to the point how and I'm not, and before I say what I'm going to say, I'm not comparing the two coaches as far as success. I think Doc is to the point where when Phil Jackson left and went to New York is where Doc is at that point in his career now. Is like Phil, obviously he won a championship and he didn't want to come back, but Phil knew when the writing was on the wall for himself and it was time for him to take a backseat other places. And that whole Knicks debacle for a while until they got Porzingis really humble Phil Jackson because he thought he was like, man, I'm a basketball savant. I can go do this. I can go do that. No matter where I go, I'm going to be successful. It don't work like that all the time, my guy. And sometimes the game does pass you by. I mean, to an extent, even Brad Stevens had to realize like, damn, I can't do nothing else with this team more than I already did. I'm just have to take a back seat and let me do the stuff in the background and let somebody else coach, you know? So, I mean, some people can recognize when the writing is on the wall for them as their profession, and some people can't. And I just think Doc can see it and just refuses to see it. So, and there's other ways he could still be around in basketball. You can become president of basketball operations in Atlanta. Isn't that what Doc played? Most of his career was in Atlanta, right? Yeah. So you can still have your hand in basketball. I mean, Magic Johnson became a GM and realized real quick, this ain't what I want to do. Or
Magic. I just been Magic. Sit down. Man,
that nigga Magic said, I'm not gonna be here.
You gotta be
That's
like
what I remember.
And he didn't want to do shit. He didn't want to coach. He just do shit. That's what Magic do. Magic just do shit. I just feel like, no, you knew you didn't want to be no fucking GM. What I ain't never heard a motherfucker say what he said after he quit. I just love the game too much. I like to talk to people. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's true though, because now that you're hired, you can't say nothing or to be considered tampering.
He didn't know that. He didn't know that. He didn't think about this shit.
Hey, I'm not saying he didn't know that. But what I'm saying is I don't think he realized to that extent of how extent it is to what you can and can't say. Like you can't even be like, yeah, that's a good player. He would look good in the Laker uniform. Tampering. They're having background conversations.
Man, that sound like Muffa said, I wanted to be the police, but I ain't think I had to arrest people.
Right.
Like, what did you think you was doing? You the police. You gotta rest somebody. Like, I mean, like, come on, Magic. You know you can't be talking to motherfucking players like you just Magic Johnson no more. You just gotta know that. So,
but that's why I think a lot of people, it's normally the players that weren't stars that necessarily become the better coaches and better GMs. But Jerry West is like he's like the exception, you know.
Exception.
Jerry is the exception. But yeah, man, I think we all agree here it's time to fire Doc.
Safe.
So got hired.
Let's put a number on the games. How far into the season do you think they will get before they consider firing? Or they probably already considering firing his ass. So
shit.
How many games you think into the season before they actually pull the trigger on this?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if we woke up tomorrow he was fired.
I was gonna say that nigga might not make it through the night, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Like at all. I wouldn't be like, damn, they really did it, bro. The writing is on the fucking wall, bro.
Man, what? If this ain't a scary movie and the writing is on the wall in blood right now, bro, in big bold letters, I don't know. I don't know what these niggas looking like.
That locker room, what they was in Cleveland tonight, man. They flying back that little hour, 2 hour flight, boy.
Yeah, that's a long flight for him.
He making that nigga take the bus home. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, that motherfucker the same way when Donald Sterling tried to creep on the bus. No.
Oh yeah.
No, nigga, you can't get on here. Nigga,
Can't
stay here.
I think Matt. That's about to say Magic Lord. I think Doc will be lucky if he makes it to Thanksgiving as the Bucks coach.
Yeah,
that nigga isn't. I'm telling you right now. Nigga, what?
This is crazy. They were 33-13. Got rid of Adrian Griffin because Giannis didn't want Adrian Griffin, and they proceeded to have a losing record pretty much ever since.
Quite literally. If
it wasn't for Adrian Griffin, they ass wouldn't have been in the playoffs last year. It wasn't for that hot start.
Them boys is like 20 and 27 or something like that with Doc as the coach.
Bro, I'm telling y'all right now, they either gonna jump that man or they gonna start treating him like how you get treated on Madden when you have like a bad game in the locker room and all the niggas is sitting there shunning you and looking away from you and shit like that. Like they gonna start treating him like that, bro. Or they gonna jump that man, bro. I promise you.
He done
Game is from the town, and he don't like losing. Okay, I know the homie. Telling you that nigga Dame gonna orchestrate some shit, bro. He's already a frustrated Raider fan. Okay, he can't be a frustrated Bucks player as well as being a frustrated Raider fan. That nigga gonna crash out, bro. Well, niggas when they're frustrated or they're certified crash outs.
Mo, you sound like you're speaking from experience with frustrated Raider fan.
I am. I'm not frustrated right now. We tanking for Shador, so I really don't give a fuck. Tank for Shador, tank for Cam. Make sure y'all pull up to Inside the Huddle on Friday because we're gonna talk about that. But I'm just saying, Oakland niggas is known to crash out when they get frustrated, and Dame is from deep East Oakland. He will crash out on you niggas, bro. I'm telling you, you can't keep losing, or somebody gonna have to get fired.
Dame probably don't even care either because this could be his last year there too. He probably like I'm chilling. But y'all probably do. If anything, they probably like, man, fuck him. He need to get fired, bro. Real shit. I don't know, bro. This shit is bad, bro.
It's bad. Just to go. And it's crazy because when you sit there and think about it, it's like it seemed like they just won a championship. But no, they won a championship, what, 2022? Or 2021? It's going to be 2025 this year. And like next year coming up when the championship is played, like it's 4 years, dog.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 years.
It's 4 years.
It's over with. It's over with.
We're not even talking about extending a championship window. The window closed. It's time to try and open a new one.
Yeah, pretty much. It's over with. At this point, they trying to, though. I mean, they kind of got, mixed up their core. Swap Drew for Dame. Middleton just don't stay healthy enough.
They should have did that though.
I think they had to though, and that's part of the reason why you kind of got to is because you can't expect Giannis to to close. As great as he is, like he's just not a great closer.
Right.
Middleton's an inconsistent player at the moment, and then Drew, he just couldn't carry the offensive load. Now, what you gave up was elite defense for elite offense, and defense had been a huge part of their identity for so many years. So like it's like it's a new identity. The team is a new team for the most part because Drew was just a big part of what they was doing there.
They was it Mike that was the coach for the championship team?
Who knows?
I'm just, bruh. That's tough, man, because I don't think they've had a coach since between Adrian and Doc 2 that can really harness Giannis's mindset. Like it's crazy.
But Bud got fired because of Giannis.
What you said? I didn't hear you.
Bud got fired because of Giannis. Like,
right.
Like Bud, if Bud wanted to, if Giannis wanted Bud to stay there, he would have stayed there.
Yep.
Like Giannis basically said after that loss that he told Bud that he wanted to guard Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? And he told him no. So the owners probably took that as like, fuck you, you know.
That's crazy work by a coach too. If somebody's telling you, hey, you're talking about the guy that was the defensive player of the year and MVP, and you're telling me I can't guard him. That's crazy work.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it just come back and backfire you. Sometimes, because I seen Phil Jackson tell Kobe, you know, you're not guarding Ryan. Paul Pierce. He was frying Ryan, and Kobe wanted to guard him, like being Kobe who he is or whatever, that alpha in him. Phil told him no, and ultimately the Lakers won the series, but. You know, who knows how Kobe would have felt if they didn't win and would have went to the media like, hey, I wanted to guard him, but, you know, I follow my coach. Woo. It probably don't play over as much because Phil being Phil.
Yep.
Prestigious
coach. And they won.
Exactly. But rumor was that championship for the most part had saved Bud's career anyway. Extended his Bucks tenure anyway because he was on the hot. You know, for the last couple of years anyway, but with the Drew.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, with the when Eric Bledsoe was on that team before they got Drew. Mm-hmm. So when they lost to Toronto, I guess that was like, you know what I'm saying, his hot seat year. Like he's finna be on the hot seat and coming up. So it is what it is.
True.
And no disrespect to Bud, I think part of the problem was everybody kept on doing the same thing. Stack the box and not let Giannis get to the basket, and he couldn't figure out how to make the team how to get the team to play in crunch moments. That was one of the biggest things, especially in the playoffs.
Well, in crunch moments, they would just foul Giannis and put him on the line, and that's what the problem was because nobody would really take the time to practice or make Giannis work on his free throws because of course he's going to get to the basket, he's going to get inside the lane, but you got to take the time to make sure that when he does get fouled, he has to get, you know, he has to convert those free throws. And that's one thing that Adrian Griffin really helped Giannis excel with, not only his defense, but him being able to make free throws at crunch time. Adrian Griffin, there's a lot of rumors and speculations as to why he got fired. Nothing's really still clear yet. But it was mainly because of his off the court issues, whatever that transpired. And it frustrated Giannis because he didn't want him to get fired, but they put the onus on him to pick another coach. So when they put the names out there, and I think Quinn Snyder was one of those names, the Nick Nurse was also one of those names, Giannis specifically said no to both of those names. And like basically handpicked Doc. So, I mean, shit, you reap what you sow, big dog. Shit, you asked for it.
Well, moving on here, we got Shaq says Embiid doesn't want to win a championship. I assume this is in response to him not wanting to play back-to-back games.
Yep.
Because I really didn't get to
this season.
Oh well, yeah, but I didn't get a chance to look this up. So I'll give it to y'all.
Yeah, that's basically what this is about. He was on the I think that was the All the Smoke podcast with Steven. And basically, you know, the question came up about the back-to-backs and Shaq just basically being Shaq. Of course, the head honcho of big men, you know, he really takes pride in judging these up and coming bigs and superstars.
Yeah, he like the gatekeeper.
Yeah, so like,
You can say that.
I mean, I'm not mad at him. He because I think all of us kind of agree with, like, yeah, it kind of sucks that you're not playing no back-to-backs, dude. Like, again, I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago on the pod, bro. Like, it's gonna be a kid that been saving, you know what I'm saying, or a parent been saving up all this type of money to come see you, and you're not going to be there. Like, or it's just gonna hurt revenue, I mean, ticket sales in that manner, because people ain't gonna know when to come watch you, and they might want to come watch you. You got fans, bro. Like, and it's just it sucks, bro. But as far as what Shaq's saying, bro, like, yeah, like that's not somebody that sounds like he wants to win the title. If he's just, it seems like he's cool about it. That's just as how it comes off. I'm not playing back-to-backs. Where we come from an era where, you know, just people just laid it all out there, bro. Like,
Kobe played with 3 broken fingers, bro.
Man, bro, I watched my dog tear his Achilles and just go shoot them free throws and walk off the court on his own accord, bro. Like, it don't get no tougher than that, bro.
Legendary.
It don't get no tougher than that. So, like, I get it. Should you be cautious? Do you want to necessarily tear your Achilles? No, but I just think, like, damn, this what y'all signed up for, man. Like, I just don't understand it, bro. I really don't. Like, it's why we call our show From the Sideline, bro. I'm just strictly speaking from the sideline, bro. I still, like, think if I was an athlete and I had been blessed with this gift, like, ain't no way I wouldn't leave it all out there. Like, just ain't no way.
Hey, it don't seem like he even wants to play it.
I think Moo in a bad area.
I said before, bro. Bad spot.
Oh, there we go.
You back? You back?
Like I said earlier, bro, and a few shows ago, this is how legacies are made, bro. Like, this is how legends are made, bro. This is where you get your accolades from. This is where people decide whether you're, you know, a top tier caliber player or just a regular another guy. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it, to me, that's what it seems like. You don't want to win no fucking championship because this is what it takes to win a championship. Like,
gonna be hurt
playing
tonight.
back to backs, bro. You're gonna be hurt. You're gonna be banged up, bro. There's gonna be times where shit you don't want to fucking play. Like, I don't know, bro. But it's a whole bunch of shit that goes on in the damn season, and like, to win a chip, bro, this is what it takes, dog. Like, the ultimate. That's why athletes call it the ultimate grind, right? The ultimate grind. You feel me? Because this is what it takes to win. Like, I done been to so many championships, bro, in my life, and nobody was 100% while we got there. It just says a lot about his character as a hooper, bro. That's just me.
That's a good point. Bro, like, I like watching basketball. I think everybody on this panel likes watching basketball, because if we didn't, we wouldn't have a podcast about basketball. And we watch basketball to see the best players compete, right? And I kind of, this might be controversial from our point on From the Sidelines, but I 100% agree with both of you and Shaq. Bro, if you're not out there playing and getting reps in, how can you ever become a championship team? Like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, yes, you're hurting, this and that. So is everybody else in America that's waking up and going to work every single day. I got days when my ankle swells and I can barely walk, but I still got to go to work. You know, so like it. No, I'm not like if you're dealing with an injury where it's literally hindering you and you can't do, you know what I'm saying? You can't physically perform on the court. That's fine. But for you to sit there and just like, I'm not playing back-to-backs and be content with it, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It really is.
I don't get like, you know, I hate to use the term when somebody is passed on, they're rolling over in their grave. But Kobe is literally rolling over in his grave talking about, nigga, 3 broken fingers and I still won a championship. You complain about knee pain. Okay, get your ass on the court. Like Kobe would literally say that. And I get it, not everybody's Kobe, but damn.
It's just disgraceful, bro. Like
you don't probably miss 75% of the basketball games in your career.
A good chunk.
It's like,
I don't know about 75, but about 40% for sure.
And it's one thing to like not play back-to-backs, right? Like if the team is keeping you out to preserve your health, right? That's different. But it's another thing to literally come out and say as a star player, I'm not playing back-to-backs. But then on the same tip, try to be looked at as a top player or the top center in this league. How can you be looked at or reviewed as that way when you don't play?
Right. We don't know if you are.
Like
we know when you play, you're a very good player.
We can't judge you on shit because you're not here to play. That's the most important part about being a basketball player is playing. So like when somebody comes out and is like, yeah, I don't think this nigga wants to win a championship. I don't think so. Fuck either. Shit. What the fuck? Because that is what it entails of winning a championship, bro. Playing back-to-backs, playing when you're tired, playing when you have ailments, playing when you have a high ankle sprain, playing when you have a separated shoulder or whatever the case may be, bro. Like that is how you get to win championships. That is how championships come. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody gets to a championship 100% healthy. Somebody's dealing with something. And whether you win that championship, that's what tells the hard work and resilience you guys put in as a team.
Like that's actually a good point. Nobody gets to the championship healthy, which is the reason why a lot of people, and you know, I know it's a basketball show, but I'm gonna throw baseball in there real quick because there's a very important quote that I think pertains to this. I don't know if you ever saw when Barry Bonds admitted to, you know, to taking steroids, right?
Yep.
He literally said, oh, it was either him or Mark McGuire had said, I just wanted to. He said, I just wanted to feel normal like I normally would from day to day on a daily basis. I didn't take steroids to get bigger. I took steroids so my body feels normal all the time. Well, that's the grind of a season. That's why when you win the championship, it feels so much better because you were tired. You had to come in and work when you didn't want to, when you're tired. You know, so like it's bro, I don't know. These look, bro,
the grind,
right?
The ultimate grind.
I think Shaq is right on this, and I know MB will probably say, "Well, I don't think my body will hold up this and that." That's fine, but we don't know because you don't play enough.
You don't know until you try.
You know, like I get it. He get hurt a lot, and you know, big men have well-documented foot problems and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But big men have grinded out the seasons too. Hakeem did, Shaq did. Yao did a couple of seasons, even though he had plantar fasciitis or whatever it's called. When he had the bone spur, he still like, bruh. And I think it's to the point now. It's just, and I'm not trying to count nobody pockets move or boo up. I'm not trying to count nobody pockets, but it's like you get so much money now from the NBA. You don't have to work to win to get the outside endorsements. You get the endorsements anyway, as long as you're just the best player on the team. Like, you don't have to be a winner to have endorsements. You just have to be marketable.
You don't even have
to not doing.
I mean, it's like this for me, right? When I look at a guy like Chris Paul, even though I didn't seen him like for me, most of his career, it seems he's getting injured at the wrong time.
Yeah.
But it's like, to me, he always, I'm not somebody's gonna call him a loser because he never won a title. I'm gonna just say, like, because I understand that everybody's not gonna win. But I could also look at a guy like Chris Paul and tell he always left it out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But to me, when I hear a guy like Joel Embiid saying the shit that he's saying, like, I can't feel that way about you when your career is all said and done. I'm gonna look at you and be like, I remember you saying you don't want to play back-to-backs. Like, I'm gonna remember you saying, like, and I can't get that out my head. So it is what it is. Like, you're not gonna get that love that you want at the end of your career. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but in today's era, bro, like, it's just so much money out there, bro. So many endorsements out there, bro. These guys don't have to necessarily win a ring to get money, or they don't even have to make the playoffs. Like, you just need to be at the right place at the right time today, and you can get probably paid.
Be next up to get paid.
Yeah.
To be the one to reset the market. Yeah.
You can be in that.
That's the reason why I'm so confused, because you guys got all this fucking money, but a lot of you niggas don't be putting in the work off the court, off the field to stay healthy. You don't put in the work with your regimens. You don't put in the work with your workouts, with your recoveries, and y'all wonder why y'all stay hurt, right? And then you look at LeBron James, somebody who is known to spend
$1 million
of fucking money just on his fucking body alone to stay healthy, because he understands that his body is the key to his money. That's how that goes. If you can keep your body correct, if you can keep your body right by spending the money that you've acquired through your job on your body, then you don't have to worry about getting hurt. And of course, there's going to be times to where you're going to get hurt, right? Just because things happen. The human body naturally breaks down. But if you're spending a lot of we're not even a lot, if you're spending a lump sum of the funds that you're getting from your paychecks, from your game checks, in order to get your body correct every single week, instead of trying to secure the bag in other places, all I'm saying is a lot of y'all would probably be more healthy.
That's actually a good point. As y'all know, I DJ. If I didn't keep upgrading my equipment, bro, to take on bigger gigs and take the money I'm making and investing back into my stuff, it breaks down over time. You know, it's like, come on, man. That's a real good point. Let me see what we at. We had an hour 30, hour and a half. Let's go ahead and we'll leave that one where it is. I just think everybody here we all agree with this. Like, get your ass out there and play basketball, Embiid. That's it. That's it. You pay millions of dollars to do it. Millions.
Just who, bro?
Yeah. This is actually a good one to talk about last. This is a feel good story for Moo anyway. Golden State without Steph Curry, 3-0.
Is it 4-0? Is it 4-0, Moo? Now they win tonight.
We won tonight, but Steph played tonight.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. But even with Steph playing, the Warriors have been balling. I like what I've been seeing. What you think, Moo? You know, the resident Warriors fan.
I mean, it's not surprising to me, and I'll tell you why, bro. It's because we got better defensively, which was the ultimate fucking problem last year. We couldn't stop nobody. Like, literally, we couldn't stop a damn soul. We were small on the wings. We were small, especially on the inside. So when you add a guy like Slow-Mo, when you add a tall wing like Melton, that gives guys like GP2, that gives guys like Wiggs, that gives guys like even Trace Jackson Davis the freedom to guard the people that they're actually supposed to guard, right? And then you add the spacing when you add those guys as well, because not only can they play on the inside, but they can play on the outside as well. So, of course, I'm really not surprised. I knew we were going to look a lot better than we were last year, mainly because we got a lot more help and a lot more spacing than we needed it. But the key difference that a lot of people probably don't even understand and probably didn't peep, Jerry Stackhouse. You lose Mike Brown, which was literally the key to our defense and our defensive energy and our defensive tenacity. And wonder why our defense takes a big ass shot or a big ass hit. You ask somebody like Jerry Stackhouse, who not only is coming up with key offensive sets and offensive plays to get a lot of guys open looks, i.e. Buddy Hield, but he's coming with the new defensive intensity, a new defensive game plan that we haven't seen since we had Mike Brown. Draymond Green is playing amazing defensively. Trace Jackson Davis looks better defensively. Kuminga might actually earn his goddamn contract because he actually looks good defensively, grabbing defensive rebounds, coming down court, pushing the ball, pushing the tempo, getting his shot, right? Brandon Podemski getting his hands in passing lanes. Not to mention bringing in Slow-Mo, who is a key factor in the Timberwolves defensive play. That really helps. He's probably averaged at least 2 to 3 steals a game since he got to Golden State. So defense and less turnovers. That's how we look a lot better. So if we can just continue that recipe, it's the recipe for success. That's what every single analyst, that's what every single coach, that's what every single player that has played before, that's not playing now, has said was the problem with Golden State, even during our championship runs. Defense, turnovers. When our defense was up, our turnovers were down, damn near unstoppable. But if we keep turning the ball over through self-mistakes and our defense is lackadaisical, mainly on the inside, we're cooked.
Damn, that was one of my points. That's good shit. Go ahead, Wop.
I'm fucking kind of surprised, honestly. I'm surprised, bro. When I look at just outside of this game, you know, because Steph is back, but the first 5 games or 6 games, right? I'm looking at it. Even the 3 games that Steph played, the first 3 games, Steph is not playing great. So that's the first thing I noticed. Like, they're winning games with Steph not playing well. Didn't think that would happen. Then I started looking at, like Moose said, Draymond is playing great defense still, which we know Draymond. That's what he does. He plays great defense for sure. And I'm looking at Andrew Wiggins. He's not playing particularly well right now. Kuminga's solid. I would like to see him be a little bit better. But it's really Buddy fucking Hield. Like, when I'm looking at Buddy right now, like, he looks like a better version of Klay Thompson right now. Like, not better than Klay in prime Klay, but like an upgrade from Klay Thompson of last year. He looks like a better player. And I'm just perplexed, bro. Like, granted, I do think Jerry Stackhouse over there right now, and I do think he's doing some great things for that defense. And again, if you'd have asked me about the Warriors, I would have probably told you they probably won't make the playoffs this year. So right now they're looking like they second in the Western Conference, and that's pretty fucking shocking to me. I mean, it's early. Things could change, but I just didn't think they would be this good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Not if you're telling me Steph, I think he's averaging like 20 points a game right now. Like 20, 21 maybe. Like on bad shooting splits too. Like, they're not Stephen Curry like at all. 41 from the field, 42 from the field. Like, the 3's still there, but like, that's just still not. You're telling me Steph is not Steph right now and they're winning games? Like, this is crazy. So I would hate to see what happens when if Steph can just, you know, which I'm guessing will get back into, you know, the 25, 26 points a game type stuff. But yeah, shout out to Golden State, bro.
So this might surprise me what I gotta say, but I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I 100% agree with Boo Wop, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, I thought the Warriors would have gotten better. But if I was to sit here and tell you they would be this damn good with Steph playing as bad as he's playing, it's not saying that Steph is playing horrible. He's just not playing up to the standards of what you've seen Steph Curry play up to the standards of. If you told me Golden State will come in, Steph will miss 3 games, and when he's playing, he's only averaging about 21, and they're going to be second in the West record-wise, I would have looked at you and told you had to be a damn fool. I'm shocked. I'm legitimately shocked. And Moo, you brought up one of my points about defense. They did get better defensively, and I was going to bring that up because a lot of people remember the 2015 championship, and then they remember the 2 with Kevin Durant because of Steph Curry shooting, Klay Thompson shooting, and Kevin Durant shooting. But people do forget within that time frame, though, they were also at the top of the league in defensive efficiency and just total defense, period. So a lot of people do forget that. But man, I'm shocked. Hell yeah, I'm shocked. And Moo should be shocked too. I think Moo Lion talking about he saw this. You ain't see this coming. You didn't see this coming. You saw them improving. You ain't see this.
I'm not saying I've seen it coming. I'm just saying I'm not surprised that it's happening, right? You take away, you lose Klay, of course, so that's a big blow. But you add somebody like Brandon, like Slow-Mo, who's a really good defensive player, can shoot sporadically in big moments, and is a really smart player, especially when it comes to finding passing lanes, right? You pair that up with Draymond, of course, the defense is going to take an explosive step up, right? You get another guy like D'Anthony Melton, who's a really solid wing defender within his own right. You pair that with Wiggins, you pair that with GP2. So, of course, your perimeter defense is going to take a big swing, right? So, like, I'm not saying that I expected this, right? Like, I'm expecting it. No, I'm just saying I'm not surprised because of the moves that we've made and the players that we've acquired, right? Of course, your shooting is going to get better because outside of Steph Curry, who's averaged or who's had the best 3-point percentage shooting in the league, it's been Buddy fucking Hield. So that doesn't surprise me that Buddy's going to come in with this spacing that the Warriors have had for years.
I'm happy you brought that man
be
up.
Exploding, right? Like, it's not that doesn't surprise me. The only thing that I'm kind of like disappointed in is Brandon Podemski's his output on offense. But when you look at his plus minus and everything that he's been doing, not named shooting the ball, right? Setting up his teammates, getting his teammates open and ready for open shots, creating spacing so that Steph can have good shots, so that Buddy can have good shots, so that the lane is open, right? You even have Draymond that's taking more threes and making more threes, right? It's not that only he's taking more threes, he's making more threes. So you pair that, right, with Jerry Stackhouse, who's coming in, who's bringing that defensive intensity, and he's working with
Shout out to Jerry
to create offensive sets and offensive motions and plays that not only can help out Steph, but also help out Draymond when Steph isn't on the floor or when Steph isn't available. So, like, yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying I expected it. I'm just not surprised when you add certain places and certain players and people expect you to add a superstar. Oh, we got to get another superstar because that's the only way we're going to be able to stay competitive. No, it's not. You can add players and add pieces that you know can fit your team and fit your system, and everybody buys in and just works within the system and gets better within that system. You could have a competitive team.
Yeah. See, okay. So your key word there at the end is you would have a competitive team. I did think Golden State was going to be competitive. I didn't think they were going to be this damn good at all. But here's what I will say though, and I'm happy you brought up Buddy Hield because part of the conversation here is for Buddy Hield too. But you remember a couple of years ago, probably 4 years ago now, the Lakers had a choice to make. They could either sign Buddy Hield or they could sign Russell Westbrook. And I wanted Jeremy to come on here tonight, but he's not here. I emphatically sat there and said, LeBron James and Russell Westbrook can't play together. I think anybody with basketball sense knew LeBron James and Russell Westbrook couldn't play together except Rob Pelinka for whatever reason. I sat here and I got cussed out by one of my best friends because he was like, no, we need Westbrook, not Buddy Hield. I said, bruh, I'm telling you, y'all need Buddy Hield over Westbrook. Nah, Buddy Hield ain't no superstar and this and that. Okay. All right, cool. The Russell Westbrook experiment did not work. And Buddy Hield is just making me look more and more like a genius right now. And I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it. Granted, it's for Golden State.
Situation.
Granted, it's for Golden State, but man.
They could have had DeMar DeRozan. And
yeah, they could. Yep. So man, let's get back to this good old question of the day before we go into these final thoughts. I sat back and I tried to pick a very good question. For those of you that weren't here at the beginning, basically the question of the day is, with the way basketball is going, the skill set that people are acquiring, and less positionless basketball, do you think we will ever see another star under 6 foot in the NBA? Boo-wop.
A star, yeah, I can see that happening. Because it is positionless basketball. There's gonna be a lot of space still. You know what I mean? The floor is open. So I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna come in and make a run. How long that run will be, it's usually never too long. It's usually about 2 years, maybe 3. See something like what Isaiah Thomas did a couple of years. But yeah, I still think it's possible. It's just, again, it's gonna take he had to see the Isaiah Thomas situation was just so, like,
it was an anomaly.
It was an anomaly. It was a perfect timing type of situation. Here you got a team full of, it was what you got: Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Jay Crowder, Marcus Morris,
a gritty team.
Gritty team that needed a guy that can get a bucket, and he just so happened to be a guy that can get a bucket, and it worked for him. You know what I'm saying? So it'll take that type of situation, and I don't think those type of situations usually present themselves often. So like that was just kind of like something that happened, but again, I'm not gonna say never, but it does seem unlikely to a degree too, I guess. Like when I'm looking at the landscape of the league, yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So I ain't gonna say no, never, but I just think it's gonna be extremely tough.
I think the only reason as to why it probably won't happen is because we're seeing all of these kids and they're so fucking big now. Right? Like point guards are 6'7", 6'8", bro. Like shooting guards are damn near 7 foot type shit, bro. Like, so when I hear that question, of course I can be like, yeah, there may be a kid who's just was on the smaller side and he may be able to just, hey, shoot out the fucking gym and just be crazy athletic, right? But just looking at the outlook of how these kids are coming now, it's hard for me to say that a guy that's going to be a smaller guard type, a 6 foot smaller guard type, that's going to come in and really be a star or a superstar among a lot of these guys, especially when it's positionless basketball, to where you can have a point forward, you can have a center forward, a shooting guard for whatever the fucking case may be. So a guy who's going to come in and just purely dominate, being that kind of just being that small, I don't necessarily see it, only because of how big and how athletic a lot of these kids are now. So we're just looking at the guard position, or just looking at all of the quote unquote smaller guards now, you would have to come in like Shea, Luka, averaging those type numbers, but be what, Bronny size at 6'1". So like the odds of me seeing that, I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm just saying that it's probably unlikely because of just how bigger and more athletic these kids are nowadays. It's rare that we see a smaller guard of that caliber, or just a smaller guard period now.
Yeah, I agree. The thing about this era with positionless basketball is in the 90s and 80s, when you got a point guard that was 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", in those terms, that person was the anomaly. That's why a guy like Kristaps Porzingis came into the NBA and they called him the unicorn. Well, here we are 10, 11 years later after Kristaps Porzingis got drafted, and everybody is coming in like that now. He's not a unicorn anymore. And now the anomaly is the shorter person coming in and being a starting caliber player, or being a star player. That's the anomaly now. Of course, you're always going to have that one person that's going to defy the odds and I think break through and will be right at probably at 6 foot and, you know, and do some damage. But I mean, even for somebody, Chris Paul, I think people forget that Chris Paul is like 6'2", and Chris Paul is considered a small player, but he's still over 6 foot. You know, so like,
yeah, Chris Paul, Steph, shoot.
Steph, Kyrie Irving, they're
Kyrie,
considered smaller guards, and
Yeah.
they're 6'2", 6'3". You know, so I do think it's unlikely that we'll have a guard that's 6 foot or below come in and ever do something how Muggsy was, or Spud Webb, or Nate Robinson. What was the guy?
No, you can be better than them guys for sure.
Well, I know, yeah, but I know you can be better than them. Yes, I understand that, but I'm just saying, you know, I just think it's unlikely that somebody come in and be here for years on a roster at that size at this point.
The only way they won't do it is because their ego won't allow them to do it. It's guys like, I think a guy like Alvarado might stick around the league for a little minute.
Oh yeah, Alvarado stick around the league for a little because of his defense.
Yeah, Grand Theft Alvarado, man.
Yeah. That's what kept Muggsy around for a long time too. Muggsy was really good on defense, even though he was short. I mean,
Marcus Smart has a job because he's good at defense. He's small.
If the ball is at my hand by your knees, I think I should be able to steal the ball a couple of times too, bro.
Most definitely.
I'm looking at the ball like eye to eye.
Yeah, I mean, you still just gonna have some guys that career, but like a star, like I say, like the Isaiah Thomas level, unlikely maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you could probably carve you out a decent 6-man role, 7, you know what I'm saying, a rotation player, depending on the situations. But it's gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be tough.
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts. Let's go with Moo first.
Hey, y'all know what it is, man. We had a really dope show today. I'm not gonna lie to you, really analytical, really informative. You feel me? Because that's what we do. You know what I mean? We can do both things. You know what I'm saying? Spicy takes you to debates, but at the same time, we can go ahead and flip it and get real analytical on you. But make sure y'all catch the rest of the show throughout the rest of the week. Gentlemen's Talk is back with a crazy lineup. I'm trying to tell you, social media has been going wild, and these boys is ready to talk about it. And guess what? Your boy got Wednesday off, so I'll be making a pop-up experience. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Infinity Gauntlet finna be fully assembled once again. And then PBT, we already got a crazy week when we talking about some NFL firings. Just because, hey, a lot of niggas is in there getting clipped right now, so we got to go ahead and talk about it. And then Inside the Huddle on Friday. Y'all know what it is. Me and Mel talking that ish. Make sure y'all tap in, and we're gonna see y'all soon.
Man, you already know, man. I'm gonna see y'all Monday. But shout out to my brother Troy, man. You know, show ain't the shame, you know, but we definitely gonna hold it down for you.
For sure. Hey, y'all know what it is. What's
Troy
up?
will be back next week. You feel me? He's handling some things. My boy just reached a new milestone. You know what I'm saying? He was going through some things. No little Boosie. But hey, your boy is back. You feel me? So hey, just make sure y'all know. You know what I'm saying? That we a family around here from the sideline, and we always got each other whenever somebody is down and out. And yeah, just know y'all finna get Troy back in full effect, man. You feel me?
For sure, my brother. I called him yesterday. He sounded happy. I told him I would do my best to come on tonight and try and fill in, especially with Moo still working. You know, so it's always fun to be back on Basket. I'm gonna make sure next time I'm here, Troy will be here. I got a couple of things to run by Troy when it comes to the world of basketball, because I got a problem with some things he has said while I've been gone from basket to basket. But you know, catch all the shows throughout the rest of the week. Moo ran down the lineup already, and of course, the only thing he didn't say is next week, be back here Monday. You got Moo, you got Boo Wop, you got Troy. They'll be here next week. I'll try and pass through. Hopefully, my job will give me off to get off a little early, and I can at least catch the last 2 segments on the show or something, just pop up and mess with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, y'all know what it is. We out.